Here we have for sale our 2017 on a 66 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T6, which is the shape. This is a T32, which means it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. This is the short wheelbase Highline Kombi. It's got the 2-litre TDI 150 brake horsepower engine. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec which you get on a Highline Kombi of this age. There's obviously a few additional bits and bobs on this particular van, which of course I'll talk you through as well. And we'll also have a look at the condition, service history, etc. as well, seeing as this vehicle is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here at the rear of the van, we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear glazed tailgate. What I mean by that is a tailgate is a door which opens up like so, and glazed, you've got a rear window, fantastic for rear visibility, makes them easier to park, gives you a bit of extra light in the back as well. Also at the rear here you can see the first of the extras which have been added, and that is the very nice gloss black rear spoiler, and you'll see how that ties in with a number of the other bits on this particular van. On a Highline, as standard, you get color-coded bumpers and color-coded mirrors and door handles. So you can see here you've got the color-coded rear bumper, and you also get a standard integrated rear parking sensors. Again, fantastic for making these easier to park. And as I say, you can see that color-coded door handle. Another thing which has been added is the gloss black rear badge, and something which has been removed are the other badges on the back of the van. So usually you'd have a Transporter badge or a Highline badge just here, but those have all been removed deliberately to give the van a cleaner look at the rear. In terms of condition here at the back, pretty difficult to fault, to be honest with you. I'm trying to have a really good look to see if there is any dents, scratches, anything like that, but it's all in really good order. Even the rear bumper is in really good shape as well, because it's very common to see the top of these scratched and marked where people have been loading items into the back. If we open up the rear tailgate, then we can then have a look inside the load area here, and what will become apparent is that the back of this van has been carpeted, and it's actually fully insulated behind as well. I've checked that myself, and it is insulated in here as well. I drive one of these vans personally myself, a Highline Kombi, and it would be, on any others that I will get in the future, it will be the first thing that I will do again. I've had it done on my van, and I would have it done again straight away, because it improves the quality of the interior, and not only the feel of the interior, but also the sound. So when you're driving along in one of these normally, they are quite prone for a bit of droning sort of road noise, but this really helps to deaden that down, and as I say, it gives it a much more luxurious, warm feel, and as I say, reduces that road noise as well. It's all looking in fantastic order. Looks like it's been done very well over the wheel arches and all the openings here as well. And the other thing which they've done while they're doing that is they've put these very nice lights in the headlining as well. They've also done the inside of the rear tailgate, and as I say, condition wise, can't fault it. Tie down points in the back of a Transporter, again you get these as standard, and this is the factory flooring which you get in the back of a Kombi. So it's, you can see here that it's this sort of soft touch, sort of rubberized spongy material, which is very good because you can sort of kneel in the back of here if you want to grab something out of the back, whereas some fans, if it's ply lined or nothing in the back, it's very sort of hard on the knees, but that is a big improvement on that, and as I say, that comes as standard. Continuing round the van then, if we continue round to the driver's side of the vehicle, having a good look down the driver's side here, using all the reflections of that Transit Custom there in the background to see for any dents, marks, scratches, anything like that at all. Of course, anything that I can see I will gladly point out to you. We try and be as transparent and as honest as we possibly can in these videos to give you the absolute most accurate condition possible, and that is looking really, really clean and smart down the side. There's not a pin dent that I can see there. It's looking really smart and nice. Of course, like any vehicle, this is a used vehicle at the end of the day, so I'm sure if you get your magnifying glass out, you will find the odd blemish here or there, but this is looking really, really nice. And then moving on to a couple of other extras which have been added. So if the camera will focus here, you can see that we have the lovely black sidebars, and we've also got these very smart indeed 18-inch Wolf Race gloss black alloy wheels, and I think they're probably one of my favourite Wolf Race designs. They're looking really, really smart. You'll also see as well, to anyone with a keen eye for transporters, you'll see that these elements here have been done in gloss black. So these would normally just be sort of the grey or black plastic, but those have been painted in gloss black, and again just adds to a really premium feel to the vehicle throughout. It looks really, really nice indeed. And then looking at the front here, same story here. Whereas this grille here would all be in just a bare black or grey plastic. That's been done in the gloss black. Same with the surrounds here of the front fog lights, and also the main grille there as well. That's all been done in gloss black, as well as the front badge. And in terms of a contrast, I think it contrasts really, really nicely, of course, to the white. And then you add that into the gloss black alloy wheels, the sidebars. This one has also got roof bars with crossbars, and a lovely feature, this one has got a gloss black roof as well. I'll pick the camera up now. Hopefully, I can't really see the screen when I'm holding it up like that, but hopefully you can get a good look at the roof there. But as I say, in the flesh, it really does set this van off with the, as I say, of course, the white van, all these lovely gloss black elements. As I say, especially that roof, it really does set it off very nicely. I'll move into the cab here for a second, get out to the boiling sun. We'll have a look at the spec and condition in here. So, opening up the driver's door, having a look at that door card there, that's all looking absolutely spot on. People ask me what this is. That is a little bin, which comes as standard with a T6. Inside here then, we've got electric windows, electric heated mirrors. This is all normal Highline Kombi spec. Auto-activated lights and wipers, 2 full remote keys, leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the right hand side here, this is where you can control the onboard computer, which is up here in between the speedometer and the rev counter. You can control the radio station just here, and you can also get onto the phone menu very quickly here as well. And then on the left hand side, this is where you've got your cruise control. Another lovely feature to have, and you've got your volume controls for the radio just there as well. Looking at the driver's seat, plenty of adjustability on the driver's seat, so you can adjust the height, and you've also got twin adjustable armrests. So you've got this little wheel under here, and that will alter the height of each armrest. You've got exactly the same setup on the passenger side as well, so it just makes these vans so comfortable to be able to drive in, because you can really get yourself in a lovely position to drive. As I say, one of my personal favourite features, that. Cup holder up on top of here, nice grab handle to be able to get in. And in terms of condition here, step is all looking very nice. Let's pull the mat away, having a look at the floor. The floor all looks absolutely spot on as well. And we'll continue to have a look at some of the other spec inside here. If we jump in, as I mentioned at the start of the video, 150 brake horsepower 2-litre TDI engine, and they come as standard with a 6-speed manual gearbox. Big benefit there over the 5-speed. Heated windscreen, that's the actual elements in the screen, not just the blowers. USB port just here, all important on a day like today. Air conditioning. Looking at this screen here as well, you can see that we've got DAB radio, you've got an SD card slot here, an AUX port just here as well, and if you press on phone, this is of course where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth as well. 12-volt socket up on top of here with some extra storage, and then over on the left we've got the full book pack with a couple of extra little storage bins there, and of course the glove box down below. And then the other thing I wanted to show you while we're in here is the service history. So we've got the service book here, and you can see we have got 2 services stamped with VW dealers, one at 12,000 miles and then another at 25,926 miles. And I say that's all nicely stamped in the service book, so that's really, really nice to see. This van will actually be going through our workshop as well before it leaves us. That will include a timing belt and water bump change. On these vans they're every 4 years, so we will be doing that before it leaves. This little switch up here, this is not standard, this little switch, but that is for those rear lights which have been added into the roof. Leaving the cab of the van then, we'll continue to go around the outside, have a look a little bit more at this front. So this is a Sportline style front splitter. As I mentioned, with all those gloss black elements, just really gives it a nice sporty look. As I mentioned earlier in the video, colour-coded elements on a Highline, so you get colour-coded wing mirrors, and that front bumper is all colour-coded as standard, as well as the door handles just here. If I open up the passenger door, which gives you another aspect then of the passenger side of the van. Again, just having a look at the condition here of the step and the floor. It is a very bright sunny day here, so I'm not sure how much of this you will be able to see with the camera focus in, but the floor and the step here are all in really, really good order. Same with the passenger seat just there as well, and as I mentioned, you've got those twin adjustable armrests. Really, really nice to have. You can turn the passenger airbag off here as well if you're carrying a child. Fuel cap on these is in here, it's in the pillar, and you actually need to open up the passenger door and able to access that. And you can see here that we've got AdBlue on this particular model as well, which means you can take this vehicle into the ultra low emission zone areas without having to pay the congestion charge relating to that area. If we open up the side loading door, this is what makes this van a Kombi as opposed to a panel van, and that is these factory fitted rear seats. This one has been specified with a 2+1 rear seating configuration. That is an optional extra. You can see here that we have got ISOFIX on the rear seats as well, so fantastic for obviously carrying children. And you can see here the carpet lining. And another lovely feature on this particular van, something that has been added afterwards, and that is this drop-down screen. You can see here that there are some different modes here on the screen. If we look on the side of the screen, you can see the different inputs there. So you've got USB, SD card slot, HDMI. You've got some different inputs there to be able to play music, videos, movies, whatever you want on there. Again, keeping rear occupants occupied. Lovely thing with a Transporter, and one of the reasons why they are so popular, and that is the versatility that these rear seats offer. So to start off with, when you've got a 2+1 rear split like this, pull on that little handle just there, and that then gives you easy access into the rear. You'll see on the seats we have these black tabs. So there's one here and there's one here. And what you do, if you pull on those tabs, that allows you then to fold the seat down flat like so. You can do exactly the same with the dual seat as well. So you can fold them exactly as flat as that. And then you can remove these seats as well. So you've got quick release tabs on the back of here. So you've got this tab and the same on the other side over there. If you pull on those, then you can then remove the seats altogether. And the lovely thing with having the 2+1 is that you can do that independently. So you can just remove the 1, you can just remove the 2 if you wanted to. So what you see a lot of people doing is removing the 1, and that allows them to load something longer on this passenger side, but you've still got capacity to carry 4 people in the back. Fantastically versatile. It's one of the reasons why this is what I choose to drive myself. I spend a lot of time in my van with no seats in the back, because if I want to put something larger in the back, maybe a big cardboard box or something, I can get all of the seats out. You can do it very quickly. They are quite heavy, so it is something that you probably want to do with a partner, a friend, to give you a hand. But as I say, you can very quickly get them out. Just to summarize then, this is a 2017 on a 66 plate Volkswagen Transporter T6, T32, 2-litre TDI, 150 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual, short wheelbase Highline Kombi. All the usual Highline spec. We've got some lovely features added to this one, including the Sportline style front splitter, sidebars, roof bars with crossbars, a gloss black roof, gloss black rear spoiler, the gloss black badges debadged on the rear as well, full carpet full carpeted and insulated in the back. We've got the drop down screen as well, and the extra lights in the roof there, and of course these lovely 18-inch Wolf-Race gloss black alloy wheels. Really lovely van, as I say, nice service history as well, as you've seen, and you've also got the peace of mind that this is going to be going through our workshop before it leaves us, and that will include a service, cam belt and water pump as well before it goes. And if there's any less than a 6-month MOT, we always put a brand new MOT on as well. And one thing that I can't believe I haven't mentioned so far, is there is no VAT on this particular van. So anyone that is watching the video to this point, we're 15.5 minutes into the video, anyone that is watching the video to this point, there is no VAT to pay on this particular example. A huge opportunity. We don't get them like this very often, and a lot of people that will be buying these aren't going to be VAT registered, so it's a big bonus to those customers. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. So anything you may have, feel free to give us a call and we'll give you a good fair price, and we can offer nationwide delivery as well. Thank you very much for watching.